Good morning. We'll take care of the housekeeping thing first so everybody gets it. My name is Brian Bellendier. I'm the Barton County Sheriff. BRIAN-BELLENDIR. As we stated yesterday in the press release or the email that we sent out, the Barton County Sheriff's Office has concluded the initial investigation of an alleged incident that occurred on a USD 428 school bus February 3rd, 2016. It is our belief the investigation supports the evidence that the following crimes occurred. Aggravated criminal sodomy, Kansas Statute KSA 2021-5504, subsection B3A. It's written over there on the board if you want to take notes. We also believe there is battery, KSA 21-5413A1. Evidence also supports that there is criminal restraint, KSA 21-5411. The case was initially reported to the Sheriff's Office on February 6, 2016. It is believed at the time of the incident it occurred in Saline County. The case was consequently sent to the Saline County Sheriff's Office, who referred it back to the Barton County Sheriff's Office after the discovery of new evidence. Our office asked the Kansas Bureau of Investigation to handle the case. The KBI declined, citing excessive caseload at the time, as well as the Heston shooting that had occurred at about the same time. Through various methods of investigation and numerous interviews, the Sheriff's Office has determined the crimes occurred on on Northeast 30 Road in Barton County, Kansas, between the hours of 8:30 p.m. and 8:50 p.m. on February 3rd. The Sheriff's Office has identified one victim, age 15, and one suspect, age 17. Both are students at Great Bend High School. Because both the suspect and the juvenile, or both the suspect and the victim are juveniles, we will not be releasing the names. That said, I'm going to ad-lib in my press release here. We normally do not release victims' names in this sort of cases. The press normally does not do that. It's been a long-standing policy. The case was given to the Barton County Attorney's Office on Monday, March 28, late in the afternoon. Although the Sheriff's Office believes evidence supports the above crimes, the final charging decision is up to the Barton County Attorney. The County Attorney may request further investigation from the Sheriff's Office. Any questions regarding the status or the disposition of the case will need to be directed to the County Attorney at a later date. It will take the County Attorney some time to review all of the documents involved. News agencies that wish to obtain a copy of the Kansas Standard Offense Report, which is public record, may contact the Barton County Clerk's Office. Just so you're aware, the report has been redacted at the advice of legal counsel from Barton County. We've removed names and addresses and any identifying information. We will not, once again, we are not going to disclose the names of any juveniles that are involved. At this time, I'll take some questions.
Could you explain which of those charges might be felony charges compared to misdemeanor charges?
When dealing in juvenile court, sometimes there's differences between how cases are charged out. Normally, the aggravated criminal sodomy charge would be a felony. That may or may not be the case in juvenile court.
How will that be determined?
That is under the jurisdiction of the county attorney.
Case by case?
I can't comment. I don't know.
Okay. What new evidence have you found in this over the past? It's been 2 months. What took so long?
I am going to refrain from commenting on anything that is actual evidence in the case. I want the county attorney to have an opportunity to review the case, and if he wishes to comment, he can.
But in terms of just the process itself, you said you did interviews. Again, begs the same question. It has been 2 months. Some people have been asking, you know, why the holdup, or speak to that if you could.
Sure. One thing you have to remember is the high school had spring break. Consequently, we had witnesses scattered around that we had some difficulty locating. We located them. We've had to interview quite a few witnesses. There's a lot of people involved in this. That is what took most of the time.
Have you been in contact with the high school at all?
I notified them yesterday that we would be making a press release this morning. The only other contact we've had was interviewing potential witnesses in the case.
Can you address the process of how you had to work through different jurisdictions to find out where it actually took place? Is that part of why it took so long to determine?
That's part of it. Initially, I sent it to the KBI because we did have jurisdictional questions. Once we got the case back, we have been able to determine with reasonable certainty that the crime did occur in Barton County.
If the
Edit that out.
the suspect is charged with felony, what can he face?
I don't know. Once again, juvenile court, the sentencing guidelines are different from adult court, from standard criminal court.
Well, what comes next? You said the county attorney may have more questions for you. Outside of interviews, what might that be?
It would probably be interviews or a collection of evidence. We don't know. He may review the case and he may have unanswered questions that we did not see. We will make every attempt to answer those for him.
We have a parallel case in a different county now. Have you talked to those people working on that case?
No, I have not contacted the county attorney or the sheriff in reference to their case. These are independent of each other. We have not found any evidence that directly ties the two together.
Can you say if it would be one or two or any of the same people involved?
I don't know who his suspects are, so I can't say. Any further questions? The case, the KBI report, like I said, just so you know what you're getting, has been sent to the county clerk's office on the second floor. Your copy will be redacted. It's going to look like that. And all we removed was identifying information of the victim and the suspect. If nobody else has any questions, I guess that concludes press conference. This is pretty much in the county attorney's ballpark right now. So any questions are going to have to be directed to their office. I'm sure that they have not had time to thoroughly review this case, and it's going to take them some time to look at it. Any other questions? Well, thank you for coming up today, and I appreciate you all being here. If there's no more questions, we'll go ahead and adjourn.